So when I look at Travis Hunter, so what we're gonna do. So a little bit of Travis Hunter is at the time. I think he's going for the NFL draft. He's a college football player who plays for Deion Sanders of the University of Colorado. Travis Hunter was trying to holler at. I don't know where Travis Hunter is from. I don't know where he's from originally, but he DM'd this chick, while he was in high school or he was a college freshman. I think who's 2 years older than him. I don't got a problem with that. They're close to the same age, but the fact that this heifer was in college before him, that's a red flag. Let me tell you, that's a problem right there, because a lot of these college chicks are 304s. So you got, as you look, these women can say, I don't date younger men. A lot of them are captive. They will sleep with a younger man, but they won't date a younger man. But which is to me, I think, if you're having sex with somebody, that is your wife and husband. So you don't have to. To me, dating and sex is the same to me. But a lot of people, it's like they treat it like it's so different. No, it's not. You're still engaging in sex. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly. So when Travis Hunter was talking about, this is nothing new. A lot of men have made this mistake. I have made this mistake and got lied on to when I didn't fuck with the broad. The broad didn't want to talk to me. I was like, okay, you led me along. You led me astray. You play with my emotions and feelings, but I'm the bad guy, and you want to use it against me later on. I was a victim of false allegations. So, and I was a victim of SA when I was young, and then the women cover it up, and then they did, the female did something inappropriate. I'm not going to get into the details of my life, but at this particular stream, I talked about this before. So when I see these women, a lot of these young men, a lot of you older men have made these, who are now older men, OGs, elderly men, y'all have made the same mistake. What has changed? The only thing that's changed is feminism. Unchecked female privilege at an all-time high. Feminism, welfare, the social programs for women, granocracy, all this female empowerment. That's the only difference between our generation compared to the men before us. A lot of I agree with you. Yes, simps are these sex workers who have intercourse with men, 100 men a day. Simps are to blame. They need to stop giving them power. Well, here's the thing. You're right about the power part, but here's the thing that nobody talks about. A lot of these women were taught by their mothers, so their mama was a hoe. The mama was a bitch. And the man got with the woman because she looked good, but you're not requiring substance. That's what a lot of men, because a lot of women were taught how to cook and clean, but a lot of men, I would say a lot of men, despite the simp culture simping being at an all-time high, passport bros being at an all-time high, men basically want to go overseas. Parenting does play a role. A lot of men are starting to require more from women. It's just, I mean, this internet shit is just, I think a lot of these women want attention. Because you got a lot of phonies out here. You have men talk about single mothers all day. I don't talk about single mothers all day. I just talk about how women are. I don't care if she's a single mom or she's single and childless. They are technically one and the same. The only difference is one got children, the other one doesn't. Married women ain't no damn better. A lot of these married women be coming from me. Like I'm talking about them. I'm like, bitch, you got a husband. You've been arguing for 4 hours. Even like writing novels of how much you want me unalived. You want to do harm to me. You're threatening me online, and you're doing it because you know you can get away with it. You coming at me, but meanwhile, you got a husband at home that just came home. You won't give him no top. You won't cook him a home cooked meal. You won't take care of your kids. You are so triggered by the content I make. I don't understand why, because I wasn't talking about you. You wonder why a lot of these women who are now adults, who are now middle age, who are now older, it's because women before her failed, because mama failed her, grandmama failed her, auntie failed her. These hyena women were never checked back in the day. You have a lot of weak ass men. Just because a man's man doesn't make him an alpha man. Just because a man gets women does not make him a man's man. Why do we have our logic on it, especially on this app, is so distorted? Oh, I mean, that's true. That's true. That is fact. I mean, when I look at these millennial women, it's like, women my age group, I'm an older millennial. It's like, to me, it's like we are millennial men are fighting a losing battle with masculinity and trying to hold values. You know what I'm saying? And then we're introduced to Gen Z, and now you're dealing with women. Younger women ain't no better. Because I hear guys all the time talk about guys my age and older, Gen X and older millennial men, and just, talk about, we'll just date younger women. Here's the thing. A lot of these younger women, unless you talk about overseas, a lot of these younger women are being brainwashed by Sprinkle, Shara 7. They're being manipulated by Derek Jackson. You got a bunch of pandering simps, and you got a bunch of degenerate hyena hoes, hyena women, like Sprinkle. I have no problem calling out Sprinkle. As a matter of fact, if Sprinkle want to come and debate with me, want to talk to me, I ain't got no problem. I will go in on her. If I gotta cuss her out, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? If she invited me, hey, you debate me, tell me why I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing, I'll tell her why she's wrong. I ain't intimidated by nothing. And even if people are against me, I'll just, it is what it is. I'm used to fighting solo. You know what I'm saying? Travis Hunter is making the same mistake a lot of us as men has made in the past. Now, bitch ass Shannon Sharpe is telling us we shouldn't be talking about it. Now, I get what he's saying to a degree, but Shannon Sharpe needs to shut the fuck up. Shannon Sharpe, how many times have you been to divorce, my boy? Shannon Sharpe, how many times have you have failed relationships? You are a certified narcissist. Shannon Sharpe, we don't want to hear nothing you got to say. If you want to talk about football, you want to talk about how the game is, you stick to that. We don't need to hear your wisdom because you failed. You failed in relationships. You are a horrible family man. Steve Harvey, you're no different than Steve Harvey. All these celebrity men, T.I., you failed your son. Look, I want to know, remember how you saw that viral clip of T.I. fighting with his son? T.I. ain't shit. Look, I understand, families have disagreements, parents versus their children versus their parents, family members. We all have had battles. You know what I'm saying? But to me, these people should not be talking. Why is it? Because people make a certain amount of money and they got to live a certain lifestyle. Why do I got to hear what you got to say about relationships when you are a failure in that department? You just know how to get bread. You just very good with your talent, but you're not good in other areas of your life. You can say most people are like that, but you were just blessed to get ahead. I look at Shaquille O'Neal's life. Shaquille O'Neal. Look how Shawnee O'Neal said, this hits home. And nobody has yet to talk about this. Shawnee O'Neal. Remember when Shawnee O'Neal wrote that tell-all book? She's no different than Brittany Renner. Difference is Shawnee O'Neal was married. And she got married to a pastor, and now that man's going through hell. This is why you don't marry women who got a high body count. This is why you don't marry a woman who got multiple kids who was previously married. This is why you don't wife up single mothers. But you got too many people who are speaking on topics that they're not good at. They are not qualified. Look at No Fugazi. He's a fraud. Derek Jackson, a fraud. Cynthia G, a hypocrite. Sprinkle is a goddamn fraud. She's scamming, pimping out these women, giving them the worst advice that can get them unalive, that can get them great. get them harmed, be in a dangerous, abusive situation. Look at what happened to the trophy wife. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play some videos, and then we're going to do a play-by-play. Now, if you want me to drop the link, just say, do you want me to drop the link after the fact? Okay.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him. I wasn't her type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends.
Oh hell no!
And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like.
I'm gonna replay that part again because this is dangerous. Even if it was a woman dealing with a man like that, I would interject.
Instagram and she doesn't. And I don't be from. I saw myself on Instagram and she doesn't. And I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't my type.
And she's lying, y'all. She is lying. God damn.
I left him. I wasn't her type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months.
And 2 months, dude? You crazy as hell. This is why I say he came from a 2-parent home. He had a dad in his life. To my knowledge, I don't know if that's accurate, but where daddy and uncle should be putting him on game. But see, daddy is probably a simp. This is what y'all don't want to talk about, the whole 2-parent home thing. This is why I don't agree with it. I don't support single parent homes, broken homes. Don't get me wrong. But it's the type of parents who are raising these children, and this is how they become adults like this.
But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends.
Guys, let me tell you this. Coming from me, they'll never be friends with a woman. Be real with your intentions. If you want to clap cheeks, be real. Keep it a buck. No woman wants to be friends with a man. While you, her friend, she's been crying about some problems about her dealing with some jerk, or she's still dealing with some drama from her ex. And you should not be dealing with no single mother coming from me, because she can be talking about her ex-husband or her baby daddy. Why put yourself in a friend zone? She ain't trying to be your friend, man. You ain't trying to have no platonic relationship. You gotta shut that sis hell to the no. And if you lose, look, you, let me tell you men about this. You can't lose somebody if you never had it. And you ain't missing out on the pussy. You ain't missing out on no cooch. You being her declining your advances is protection. Like they said, I don't believe in rejection. I don't agree with that term. But when a woman don't want to be with you like that, she's doing you a huge favor. And you should be thanking the Most High that you're not fucking with her right now. You could be in a bad situation. I don't even care if it's a one-night stand. You can get Me Too'd. You can be going through hell right now. Verbal abuse, DV. Men go through a lot of DV, but it goes unreported. And if it does get reported, the cops don't give a damn. Judges don't care because you're just a guy. So because of that, men don't say nothing, or men get emasculated, especially by these lovely ladies. And then you got these male simps who probably putting hands on women. They want to judge you. This is why I'm not mad at men being passport bros. I'm not mad when men want to go overseas. If you want to go overseas, I don't agree with you paying for prostitutes overseas, but I mean, I don't agree with that. But you're an adult. You know, you don't know, you don't want to catch no STD overseas now. But here's the thing. If you want to go out there and have fun, live it up, or you want to look for a wife, I don't got a problem with that. Women especially black women have been doing that, getting their past. That movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, is based on a true story by Terry McMillan, which I can't stand Terry McMillan. But we're gonna play this.
And for, I just didn't respond to him. It wasn't my type. So then I left him. I wasn't her type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like.
And the only reason why she responded because she found out more about him. And we're not talking about no background check. We're talking about she found out who he was and what type of credentials he had, and he was a potential NFL draft prospect. That's why she decided to fuck with him, and probably he's going to get a nice payday. But a lot of you men will leave with your resources. This is why I don't leave. This is why I don't believe you should ever leave with resources, because this is what you're going to get. I'd rather have women think I'm broke and poor before I tell her what I got, especially when I'm able to get to that level. Oh, none of these women are going to know what I got. No. They know in hell that they're going to know what I got going on. In their eyes, I'm just a regular guy, and I like to keep it that way.